My family, going back generations, has been involved in farming. There's just something almost spirit-filled about caring for animals.
There's not a farmer that I know that doesn't care about the environment.
This is just what we know how to do. We are very, very good at it, and obviously we love to do it.
They are producers, providers, and preservationists. They are America's farmers. Today, they are pioneers taking on a challenge that crosses both city limits and county lines. Over the last 4 decades, American agriculture has changed from a family legacy to an efficient business operation.
The farm practices have changed from the days of grandfather's red barn and the sweet-smelling manure wagon with the cows out the pasture. Today, economies of scale are forcing our dairymen and agriculture to concentrate the animals in much tighter quarters.
More animals on less land means a more concentrated amount of manure. Farmers face an economic battle to haul and spread the manure.
Manure is the biggest single challenge facing agriculture today.
Farmers face 3 major problems with manure removal. Excess nutrients can overload our soil and pollute our waterways. Pathogens like E. coli can contaminate our food supply. And particulates and greenhouse gases affect the atmosphere and the air we breathe. For generations, manure has been spread on nearby land to dispose of the waste and act as a fertilizer.
It takes 1.5 acres to feed a cow, but it takes 3 acres to spread the manure.
Nitrogen and phosphorus in the manure are good for plants, but too much of these nutrients can harm our waterways.
Nitrogen contaminates our drinking water. Phosphorus gets into the streams, the rivers, and our lakes, causing algae blooms and causing excess problems for our fish.
Runoff from fields saturated with untreated manure can also carry the threat of E. coli to consumers. Endangered natural resources, health risks, rising fuel costs, and higher consumer prices, all reasons agriculture needs solutions beyond just dumping waste on the land.
We just feel that our industry needs it. If we want to be good partners with our neighbors, we have to be responsible enough to take care of the problems that we have.
In 2002, Farm Pilot Project Coordination, or FPPC, was chartered by Congress to find innovative and effective technologies to solve agriculture's growing waste disposal problem. FPPC currently manages and evaluates 31 pilot projects in 17 states. Projects are conducted on-site and seek new, cost-effective methods to utilize waste as a resource. They meet or exceed federal, state, and local requirements.
To have organizations like the FPPC, it's absolutely vital for startup companies or for projects like this that can help us get it off the ground.
One of those FPPC projects is at the Wheezy Brothers Dairy Farm in Greenleaf, Wisconsin.
Our feelings were that strong that if it's one thing that we do not want to have to deal with is this manure disposal for the rest of our life, or to throw that onto our kids' lap in 10, 15 years.
Here, they turn waste liability into renewable energy.
For every gallon of milk that's produced, there's 3 gallons of manure produced.
Wheezy Brothers teamed up with engineering firm Skill Associates to create the Eliminor, a first-of-its-kind manure dryer.
We're taking the manure as is, evaporating the moisture out of it, and leaving a very nice biomass. The biomass is a great fuel. We put it in a combustor, we create steam, turn a turbine, and make electricity.
The electricity produced on the farm is connected to the power grid. Excess heat is produced and used to dry more manure.
On this farm, we're able to produce 600 kilowatts of electricity, which is equivalent to 600 homes, just from the 3,700 cows that are here on this location.
The manure is gone, renewable energy is created, and hauling costs and odor are dramatically reduced.
This is an example of a tank truck that hauls liquid manure. They haul 4,500 of these tank trucks per year. There's 6,500 gallons in each one of these trucks. The cost of hauling them is $350,000 per year. Now we're going to haul 90 of these wagons full of ash. That's a 98% reduction in the volume of manure.
Soon, the waste stream will create a revenue stream for farms.
You can send that power anywhere. So Pennsylvania can buy power from Wisconsin if they choose to.
A $400,000 grant from FPPC helped fund research on the Eliminor prototype, research that could someday also be applied to swine and poultry farms and beef feedlots.
We're the first to successfully burn manure on farm, and we did that by the help of the FPPC. We formed a cold body review of independent people. Penn State participated, and a number of experts on combustion to help us design a combustor that can safely burn manure on farm, but also handle the high ash content that comes from burning manure.
From green energy to greener pastures, the Midwest is also home to another important FPPC project. Here, R&J Partnership found a market for poultry waste.
Each million or so birds produces about 20,000 tons of manure a year.
Manure that produces 12 tons of high-grade organic fertilizer each year.
We actually dry the manure out, we compost it, and then pelletize it. And from there, we're able to granulate it down to a form. What we wanted to be able to do is to create a product that would compete with synthetic products.
The waste from manure is not the only problem. Disposing of animal mortalities is also costly.
And that's becoming a larger concern. Landfill space, the environmental problems that are concerned with exposing carcasses to landfills.
A $280,000 grant from FPPC helped R&J Partnership turn a liability into a benefit. They designed a system that disposes of animal mortalities on site and uses the residual waste to increase the nutrient value of their organic fertilizer.
What we're able to do with Farm Pilot's help is compost those spent hens with our in-vessel technology. By this time next year, we'll be able to utilize 100% of their waste.
Renewable energy, organic fertilizer, reusable clean water. The beginning of endless possibilities, possibilities that will become realities with the support and expertise of Farm Pilot Project Coordination.
America's farmers face many challenges that affect each of us and our families, environmentally, socially, and economically. With Congress's continued support, FPPC will help farmers develop green solutions today so tomorrow's resources won't go to waste.